This is the first time I'm going live on my personal page. I'm sorry, not on my personal page, on my personal laptop. I always go live on my phone. So this is actually new to me. And it's so weird because I keep looking at myself and it's like I like on the phone, like I can't explain it, but I'm like switched. And so it's like a little weird like looking at myself, but I'm doing this because I'm experimenting going live on my laptop so I can do Facebook and then also I can do Instagram at the same time, which I'm doing right now. So if you guys just in the last time, I don't want it to be feedback. So let me see here. If there is feedback, I will close up Instagram then. Okay, hi guys. I think I'm okay actually. I don't hear any feedback. Is everything, can everybody hear me? Hey Erica, can you tell me if you can hear me okay? Hi guys. Thanks for joining. Ugh, this hair. Thanks for the likes and hearts, guys. Hi Maria. Hello. Okay, guys, I'm going to assume you can hear me and I want to go ahead and get started. Hopefully both on Facebook and Instagram, I'm doing okay. Hi girl. Thanks for joining. Okay, so I'm gonna begin. If you guys can hear me, that's awesome. Let me know if anything comes up as far as your Facebook is fine, but Insta sounds fuzzy. That's what Jenna said. Can you hear me on the Instagram? It's just fuzzy. All right. I don't know how to change that. Okay. If you guys could still hear me on both, I'm just gonna go for it. Sorry if it's a little fuzzy on Instagram. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna jump right into it because I'm excited and I'm excited to get my ritual started. So, and it's funny, guys, right? Because I know the word ritual sounds kind of weird. I actually don't identify as as like an alchemist or a witch or anything like that, but these rituals, and I'm deciding to share this, is because they're working. I'm not super into astrology, but I've been working with the moon cycles. And last year I had a reading done where a really respected spiritual teacher of mine told me that working my life and business around the moon cycles would really, really benefit me. So I started doing it and I've released so much. So I'm jumping into it. Let's see. I do, but it sounds like it's raining in the background. Facebook is fine. Ugh, so annoying. Okay. That's something I'm gonna have to deal with. All right. If Facebook is good, I'm gonna keep going. So basically, let me introduce myself. If you guys don't know who I am, it's Justine Lezzie. I'm identifying as an intuitive coach, and I am really about creating clarity in your life using intuition and also helping people empower it. Right? Because I think it's just so, so important. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know it's like my favorite topic. And I'm highly intuitive as well. So, yeah, cool. Yeah, and it's also good for finding emotional freedom, and that's a word I use a lot because I feel like I've been in my own emotional prison for a majority of my life. Up until I was about 27, and I didn't really know how to deal with it. But intuitively, intuition is really just feelings too. They're linked. Everything comes together, and yeah. So that's that. Okay. Anyway, just trying to describe who I am, what I do. Okay. Cool. Hi guys, thanks for joining. All right, so let me get into it. I also do readings, guys, and crystal healing. All right. Anyway, let me get into it. So basically, like I said, I've been working with the moon cycles in life and business and releasing the things that I want to let go of because, and I'm going to put something on my Instagram, I think, later about this. Guys, letting go is fucking hard. I mean, it's not easy. There's thousands and thousands of books based on Buddhism and spirituality, and we're all trying to do the same thing. We're all trying to detach, and we're all trying to be emotionally free and let go of the things that don't benefit us anymore, or they just no longer serve us. And it's really, really hard. Hi, thanks for joining. And I believe with the power of the universe and these moon cycles, angels, I'm a huge fan of, guys. I always kind of refer to our spirit team, which is our ascended masters and loved ones that have passed, and angels and the universe and all that good stuff. It's here for our support in really dealing with things that are really, really hard. And like I said, letting go is up there. Releasing addictions, releasing habits, releasing people that are toxic, habits that are toxic and just don't serve us anymore. So really, I'm prefacing this and I'm really emphasizing this because this is so, so important. When you are desperate, and I was talking to a friend yesterday about being desperate for change or desperate for release and desperate for relief, we really are on the verge of change, right? Because you really, really want it. So that actually goes into what I want to talk about today. And first things first. So I titled this New Moon Ritual Tips. Let's go. But these are just take them as it is. You don't have to do it exactly the way that I do it. These are all suggestions, and I'll get into that a little later. But basically, when it comes to change, I really believe that we have to be in extreme pain and be desperate. That word desperate I use because that's when we really, really know that we want it, right? And this actually comes with, so basically the new moon, and by the way, it's in a solar eclipse, which I read is really, really more powerful because we get to, the blotting of the sun makes us realize, and the sun is our energy source, as humans at least, to really, really decide where we want to put our energy. So that's really powerful, I think. I'm losing my train of thought. I get really into this because I've seen a lot of powerful change for myself. So I just want to make sure I get everything out. So basically, I use the word desperate because I think at that point, when people are in pain and people are desperate for change, they really, really make it happen. And what I mean by that, and what resonates with me, is the same thing when it comes to manifesting. So what that means is, hi guys, thanks for joining. And if you have any questions or your own tips or whatever, any questions, comments, or concerns, you can just put it in the comments. But that is when we actually receive the healing or the change that we need. And let me explain. Because releasing is really the same type of I guess ritual is the word, but basically, people come to me and they say, I'm not manifesting the things that I want. And my first question is usually, how bad do you want it? Or do you really want it? And the word truth comes up here. I'm highly intuitive, so truth is important to me. Do you truly desire to let whatever you want to release tonight go? Please ask yourself that, because I think a lot of the times people don't want to take accountability for how badly they want something. And I have to tell you, I've been thinking about this word apathy for a really long time now. And apathy just means, it's like a don't care type of emotion. It's really, really dangerous because that could really keep us in the comfort zone for a really, really freaking long time. And, it's something that I've been dealing with myself. It's really about, I keep saying I was born to do this. I know I'm meant to do this. This is my passion. This is my purpose. But how badly do I actually want it is really the question, because how comfortable do I feel in what I'm doing? Does anybody resonate with this? Because you really, really need to take accountability of where you really stand on what you're looking for and what you want to release. Another good example is if you want to release like a toxic energetic connection, which by the way, I recommend cord cutting, but if that doesn't work for you, like new moon and full moons are a perfect time to release people. And basically, it's like if you want to release somebody, but you're always taking their phone calls or jumping to their side every time they call you. You know, I've had to deal with that myself recently with an ex. And it's like, how bad do I actually really want that energetic connection to break? And that's what we need to be asking ourselves is, do you truly want it? And guys, be honest with yourself. The universe responds to not only clarity, it responds to authenticity, and it responds to truth. So you need to understand that you need to truly want this. And you have to want to truly let this go. So if you're ready, tonight is the perfect night. Like I said, it's a solar eclipse. This is a strong one. So guys, take what I usually say, take inventory, really understand how you feel and what you really truly want. Okay, that's my first tip, okay? Because if you don't really want it, the universe will not respond. It does not respond to confusion, and it does not respond to apathy. Okay, the second thing I want to go into is it's okay that you have to continuously release stuff. So I'm a non-drinker, but I've had to release alcohol about 10 times. I believe it's because before I finally stopped drinking, I believe it's because I didn't really want it, right? I was working in a bar at the time, etc., etc. I didn't really want it. So I think that's part of it that goes into what I just said. But the second thing is it's okay to keep releasing. And it's the same thing as cord cutting. Every once in a while, sometimes you just have to do another energetic cord cutting. It's okay that you have to repeat these things. Spirituality is a practice. It's supposed to be something that's ongoing. So if you feel like, oh my God, I'm always releasing this, keep going. Keep going. Okay, cool. The third thing I want to talk about, guys, I always say take inventory and feel your feelings, but this is true. Again, in this situation, guys, tears is so good because it's actually a physical release of something, right? Of tears, obviously, but it's also a physical release of emotion. Sometimes I get angry. Anger is another really strong one that really tells you something, that something is actually happening. And any other strong emotions that come up for you, just feel it, right? Because by the way, guys, and I say this all the time if you follow me, emotions just want to be felt, acknowledged, and then released. Cool. Yay, thanks for the likes, guys. All right, and so basically crying, what did I say? Resentments, whatever comes up for you, let it go. Let it go. Okay, the fourth thing is, this is a tip. And like I said in the beginning, if it doesn't work for you or resonate with you, then it's totally fine. Okay, cool. So I just want to put that out there because, I had people ask me what I do. I let them know, and then they tell me it doesn't work. It's really for the individual. Guys, I'm an intuitive. It's all about how it makes you feel. If it makes you feel silly, it's not the right thing for you. If it makes you feel weird, it's not the right thing for you. Okay, cool. So let's move on. Basically, this is what I do. And I found this to work for me. I write it out, and I write it out because I believe words are very powerful, and it's just also another way to get it out. It's also another form of release, just like crying or anger is. It's just getting it out. So once it's out, there's more of a chance for it to be released. So I basically write a letter to the thing I want to release. A lot of people write to the universe, but I actually write to what I want to release as if I'm speaking to it. Tonight I will be doing fear of judgment. I will be doing some people I won't name, but I also will be doing my money stuff. Comes up all the time. It's very, very deep rooted. And that's the thing, guys. This is why we have to repeat stuff, because our conditioning is so insanely strong, like sometimes from lifetimes. And that could really, really take a toll on somebody's soul. So it's okay that you have to continuously release. You have to have self compassion for yourself. Conditioning is a bitch. I can tell you that. Cool. Yay, more people are joining. I'm so glad. Okay, so basically, I write to whatever I want to release. And then what I do afterwards is I make time for prayer. Now, for people that know me, know that I do not follow any particular religion. I am considered a Buddhist, but I consider that a philosophy or a spirituality. And I am a spiritual person. So when people say prayer, it's the same thing when people say God, right? It's not actually attached to religion. So prayer is, and this is a phrase I use most often, prayer is used for talking to God, and meditation is for listening to God. So when we pray, we're actually talking to the universe. So this is the part where we actually talk to the universe, not when we're writing out. We're actually writing to what we want to release. Are you guys following? Hopefully. Hopefully. So basically, when I am praying, and guys, praying is not getting on your knees over your bed. Okay, I do it. I'm gonna probably do it in the bathtub tonight, but you can do it laying down too. That's totally fine. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be anywhere to actually speak to God. You have a channel. It's called intuition all the time, right? That's why that's one of the reasons I'm against religion, is because they're saying you have to go to church, and why do I have to go somewhere to actually talk to my creator? Anyway, I don't want to go on a tangent about religion. Anyway, okay, sorry, I lost my train of religion really grinds my gears, obviously. But basically, okay, prayer. So I'm in prayer and I'm talking to the universe. And basically what I do is I tell the universe how serious and sincere I am. Sincerity is the key to it, because if you're laughing or joking or think that it's funny, I mean, spirituality could be funny. I make jokes on my page all the time, but I mean, if you're serious about letting this go, like I said, the universe is a mirror. It responds to what it's given out, what you're giving out. If you're sincere, it'll be sincere back and get you what you want. Does that make sense, guys? Give me hearts, likes, comments, anything like that. I keep moving this. Oh, I think somebody's on here from Argentina. Hi. Cool. Hi, Instagram people. I'm sorry if you're watching me on Instagram. I'm sorry that there's like noise in the background. I am aware, and I'll figure that out. Okay, cool. And then the last two. So this one actually ties into what I just said. Guys, you have to believe in what you're doing. There are some people that come on this live and they're like, oh my God, what is this girl talking about? This is crazy. Okay, you're not for me, and this is not for you. Just keep doing what works for you. And that's that, right? You have to believe that this works. I was open to the moon cycles because I'm a spiritual person to begin with. I was never super into astrology. I only know about me being a Gemini, etc., etc. But I was never really into it. However, I'm a very open person. I am like, if somebody tells me this, I'm a healer as my main archetype. I'm down for whatever people say is a good healing modality, as long as it doesn't involve, a more holistic, more natural, more spiritual. I mean, I won't take a pill if you tell me to, but but you know what I mean? I'm open. The more open you are, the more you believe it, the more it'll work for you. And you can't trick yourself. It's a feeling. It's not a mind thing. It's a mind thing. Let me rephrase that. It's a mind thing, but it's more about feeling that it's true, guys. Feelings trump thoughts any day of the week. If you know me, I always say less thinking, more feeling, for this reason. So, guys, you have to believe it. If you're laughing or you're negative or whatever, it's not going to work. I'll tell you that right now. You might as well go out on your Saturday night, okay? All right, and then the last thing that I want to talk about, I guess I'm on 6. I lost count. Guys, sorry I talk with my hands. I'm actually an Italian, so sorry. And my hair is like all kinds of like different colors. All right, anyway, I'm getting distracted. All right, so the last thing, and I touched upon it with all of these really, is kind of like, do what feels good, guys. Like I said, I shared what works for me, but you're also not me. And I have my own personal relationship with God and the universe, so these things work for me. You got to do what works for you. And what works for you? You may have to try it a few different times, but again, guys, feel into it. You guys, we have feelings for a reason. Our intuition is there for a reason. Do what feels good. Basically, it's directions from the universe being like, this is the kind of relationship that will foster positive things. So do what feels good. If writing to the thing you want to release doesn't feel good and writing to the universe does, then go ahead and do it. You are the creator of your own life. You get to create your own rituals. My hair is so messed up. You get to create your own life. You get to create the things that you want. You get to create your own relationship with God and the universe and how you manifest things. I have, and this is going to sound a little strange maybe, but I have inside jokes with the universe. Like, it actually has a sense of humor. It really does. So whatever your relationship is to the universe, whatever feels good, do that. Guys, we are all individuals. We're all connected, right? But again, I cannot say it enough as an intuitive. Do what feels good. You have the guidance inside of you. You don't need me to tell you what feels good for you. I am just the catalyst in what you do. So, does that make sense? Does anybody have any questions? Let me take a look here. I love this. You are the creator of your own life. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Any questions from Instagram, guys? Probably can't hear me. I'll wait a couple more minutes. I will be taking Epsom salt bath tonight, so I'm relaxed. Maybe I'll do my rituals while I'm in the bath. We'll see. We shall see. Questions, comments, concerns? Guess. I guess not. Anybody want to share their rituals? I feel like I also need to wash my hair in the bath. I need to get, that's what I'm releasing tonight, guys. It might be a spoiler alert, but I need to release what the fear of judgment of what other people think of me. That is, whew, it's number one tonight. All right, so I don't think anybody has any questions. Obviously, this live will still be up. So if you have any questions at all, please let me know. And like I said, usually any other good rituals on how to let go, like writing things down and throwing it out. Yes, I'm sorry. I guess I didn't mention that part. I actually tear it up. When I used to have an outside, I live in a studio with like no escape at the front door. But I tear it up after I write it, actually. But you can burn it if you want for more of an effect. But yeah, obviously after, right? So that's a good question. Sorry, I kind of like missed that. But I also believe that just writing it out is okay too, without the burning or the ripping. But to be dramatic and really get the message across, I like doing it. So cool, guys. I am gonna head off of here and start my rituals. It's already after 8, so I'm excited. And again, this is going to be up for a while, so you can watch the replay. If you have any questions, just throw it in there or message me. You can send me a message on Facebook. Also, if you want to post what you did in your rituals, I'd love to see it. Or you want to do it privately, you can do that too. But I want to see if anything works for you. By the way, guys, I start to feel the shift about 2 to 3 days after. I'm not sure why. It takes, I don't know, a couple of days. But I do notice from the past, I feel that transformative shift spiritually, emotionally, energetically, all that good stuff happening a couple of days later. So, guys, please post about your experiences. I'd love to hear what you guys do instead. So, All right, time to get going. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I do want to take this time to be very grateful, to show some gratitude for this, for people showing up and listening to me. And I know I've been MIA for the holidays, but things are going to change because I woke up on New Year's Day realizing I was sick of my own shit. And I'm just sick of it. And I'm really, it's my responsibility to show up and express the gifts that I was given in this world, as everybody here is. We are all gifted, guys. And it's important for us to show up. And, you know, even if I look like this, I feel like I look like a mess. And I just want to, I'm working on that. But it's my responsibility to show up and share my gifts because, you know, one thing I noticed in this world is that apathy is really the fastest way to a mundane life. And, you know, lack of clarity is hard. And even someone that is, you know, I feel like I'm highly intuitive, we all get to spots where we have blocks and we're unclear about our next step. And, you know, we have a whole spirit team, and we have people on this earth that could help, and that's me. And, you know, I hope, thank you for your honesty and vulnerability. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just sick of my own shit, basically. But you know, I see 2019 as a really good year for showing up and serving you guys, and I'm just honored and very grateful that I get the chance to do so. So, all right, time to go for real this time. Thank you guys, and enjoy the rest of your evening. If you want to post your stuff, please go ahead. Or if you want to message me, go ahead as well. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a good one. Okay. Hold on. I almost just like tried to touch the end button. Okay, bye guys.